vai ser o seguinte, vai começar aqui no vai começar a falar. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Salon Secret. I'm so happy and so excited to be here with you today. My name is Bruno Aquino. Let's put my tag here so you can see my name. Wow, I like this color. Let's change this color for black. I love black too. Yeah, I'm so super excited to be here with you. I'm presenting this live event, this masterclass, where we're going to have insane content for you that my friend Said Zaru prepared especially for you guys. And I'm gonna introduce him, Said Zaru, which is a successful salon owner in Redondo Beach. For those who don't know, he owns the salon called Jason Patrick Salon in Redondo Beach, which I have the pleasure to visit him last January. I loved, it was so good and I learned so much with him. And Said is in the market for over 20 years. Yes, over 20 years working as a salon owner, hairstylist, and helping people, not only the final clients, but also other salon owners. And he's been doing over six figure, okay, for like 14 years. And he has a lot of knowledge to share with us. Today, he's a consultant, certified consultant from Procter Gallagher Institute. And he's helping people through the Procter Gallagher Institute for over 3 years already. And yeah, let's call him to the stage now. And hey, Said, welcome to the stage, my friend.
Hello, Bruno. Thank you, man. I'm super happy to be here, to be honest with you. And, I'm so happy that you're able to set everything up for us so we can, present and share this material with other like-minded individuals that are looking to grow in their business and also in their personal life as well. So again, man, super happy that you are able to put all this together for this great masterclass, Salon Secrets masterclass. And I'm just very grateful to be here and share this material with you guys. So me and Bruno met a few years ago, and somehow we just knew that we would work. He probably knew it more than me that we would work together down the line. And he entertained the idea, and even though I wasn't at the right place at the time to put something together, well, here it is, a year or so later, and this is a great opportunity. So again, thank you, Bruno.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah. So, I've been in the salon industry now for the last 20 plus years. I remember like it was yesterday when I packed my bags, living in Boston, Massachusetts, and drove out to California so I can go to hair school. And I had no idea how I was going to pay for it. I was pretty broke. And then, just start my industry. All I really wanted to do at the beginning was actually become a barber. And then I realized that there was no barbering school close by. So I ended up in cosmetology school. And just a little bit about my background. After school, I basically went ahead and became an assistant for a very busy, well-known hairstylist in the Redondo Beach area. And after that, I got an opportunity to open up my own salon, and I couldn't say no. Now that I know what manifesting is, and this is something that we'll talk about today, I actually manifested my salon because, you know, back in 2007, 2008, I hardly had any savings in my bank account. And I had a couple of hairstylists that were chatting away at the shampoo bowl, and they asked me, "So, Saeed, when are you going to open up your own salon?" And I said, "Within the next 2 years." Well, little did I know that I was putting that energy, putting that focus of what I wanted into the universe, and God answered my prayers, and I was able to get a loan from a personal friend back in 2008, and Jason Patrick, came to life. Now, Jason and Patrick are my two sons. That's where the name comes from. And I literally opened it up right across the street from the old salon that I was working at, due to, the owner was going through some health situations, and ended up passing away a few months later. And then Jason Patrick was born in 2008. And this is something that I want to share with you guys that I think is so valuable. How many of us, when we hear of a recession that's coming, we tend to, sit back and wait for things to clear, or things to improve for us to take and make any decisions to follow through with what it is that we want to accomplish. Now, what you want to know is that that's a losing game. The reason why is there is never a perfect timing. As you know this, I have a couple of older teenage boys at this point. Well, there was never a good time to have kids. Um, there's never a good time to open up a business. But it always is a good time as well. If you look at the other coin, the opposite of that. Now, you can wait 5 years for the economy to get better, but how will that change anything? If you start now, with whatever it is that you want to accomplish and go after, you'll have a 5 year head start, right? Now, back in '08, I remember some friends and family were asking or telling me, why would you open up a salon when you can just go rent a booth somewhere? Well, I had an opportunity that I did not want to get rid of. I wanted to follow through with this dream that I had spoken to existence. And I always knew that whatever goes up must come down, and what comes down always goes right back up. So even the economy wasn't doing so good, maybe at that time, I didn't give it any energy. The only thing I focused is how can I grow my salon? How can I grow my business? And I remember, like, even from the beginning of my business, I would spend money on marketing. That was the biggest thing that I did. I always spend money on marketing because, without having clients or customers calling, there is no business. And that's something that a lot of, hairstylists don't understand, that they treat it as a hobby. There's a lot of people out there that do treat it like a business, but the majority don't. And all we have to do is look at the statistics, which basically states that the majority of hairstylists don't earn more than $32,000 per year. Well, I started to think about that, and I would say, like, how am I earning six figures when somebody's barely getting by? And I would see that in the salon industry from people that I knew. But one thing that I always focused on, like I said, was the marketing, number one, and then always to continue the education process, because, without continued education, we're not really moving forward. And one thing with the teachings that I am sharing with you guys, that if we're not moving forward, we're automatically moving backwards. There's no standstill. It does not happen. It doesn't work that way. It's either growth or setbacks. And another thing that I really want to share with you guys is, which direction are you heading into today? And don't be like, be very neutral about it. It doesn't matter either way, whether you're moving forward or you're moving backwards. The only thing that you want to do is just acknowledge where you are, and, improve upon that. We always want to be improving. And if you think about it, if you plan a vacation in a month from now, well, you're going to feel alive. That's the beauty about growing, is that we have something to look forward to. That's where the excitement comes from. Now, if we have a goal, which I'm sure the majority of the population is not working with goals, but let's speak to just every single one of us that's here today. If we have a goal in mind that we want to focus on and accomplish in 6 months from today, well, that's also going to bring us excitement and joy, because we're moving and we're looking towards something that we don't have. And a lot of this material that I'm sharing with you guys, it's based on over 120 years worth of like knowledge, experience in the human psyche and human mindset. It goes all the way back to Andrew Carnegie, to Napoleon Hill, to Earl Nightingale, to Bob Proctor, and to myself now that I'm sharing this information with you guys. Now, for the last 3 years, I want to say my business, my salon has totally been transformed. And the reason why is I started setting goals. And I didn't know about goals in the past. I mean, I've heard of them, but they were like very vague to me. I didn't know that I was supposed to set goals. So one thing that I really want to share with you guys is three types of goals, and I highly recommend that you guys take notes, because there's three different kinds of goals that we go after. Now, the average person is going after a goal that they have already accomplished. Now, if you're going after something that you've already accomplished, then there's no growth in that. That's something you've already done. There's no real excitement. Now, if you go after something that you think you know how to achieve, then it's slightly better, but the excitement is still not there and the growth is not there, because if you follow step one, step two, and step three, then you're going to accomplish the goal. So you know how to do it. But think about it when we're like young, like really young, below 10 years old. We would say to our parents, we want to have something so huge, so big, this fancy car, this big house. And the only thing that they did is, oh, really? Well, how are you going to do that? So, and then that kind of mentality, that kind of limiting beliefs gets conditioned in us, gets programmed in us as well. And without even knowing it, we live with limiting beliefs for the rest of our lives until somebody comes along and, hammers this information into our, subconscious mind until we really understand it. Because if we hear this kind of material, once or twice or three times, that's not enough to make a really powerful impact upon our subconscious mind, which is where our belief system is. Now, going back to A type goal, which is something that we have already accomplished, a B type goal, which is something that we think we can accomplish, and then this is the beautiful one. It's the C type goal. So a C type goal is something that we have no idea how to achieve. So what's going to happen is you're going to figure out how to achieve it along the way. So, you say, okay, well, why would I go after something that I don't know how to achieve? Well, because it's so much bigger than us. Excuse me. And that's where the growth is going to happen. See, growth doesn't happen by going after something that we already know how to achieve. The real growth happens when we go after something that we have no idea how to accomplish, and we figure out the steps along the way. And that's the fun part. So the real power of a goal is not necessarily the accomplishment of it and the attainment of it, but it's the actual growth. It's the person that we become. Like, what did I have to learn? What kind of person did I have to become in order to achieve this mega goal? And, this is something that we should really, sit down with ourselves and really figure out what is the goal that we're going after. Thank you, Bruno, for putting up the slides. But so a C-type goal is your fantasy, it's your dream, it's your vision, it's what you really truly desire. And most of us don't know what that is right away. Most of us haven't been able to connect with our intuition to really understand what even how to listen to your intuition. We heard of it, like listen to your gut feeling, but we kind of this not give it any attention. So again, that's the C type goal, is the growth in whatever it is that we want to accomplish. So you want to sit with yourself. You want to take some time, some quiet time, and really just think about what it is that you want to spend the rest of your life doing. And this is what I tell everybody, you're giving up your life for what you're doing. Now, it's not the goal that's worthy, it's not you worthy of your goal, it's your goal worthy of you. Because if you're giving up your time, your energy, your effort, possibly sacrificing some family time or some fun times, then you want to make sure that your goal is actually worthy of you dedicating your life to it. So that's why you have to be totally and so in love with this beautiful, magnificent picture that you want, the goal that you want, the dream that you want to accomplish. Now, I'm sitting here, I'm sharing this material with you guys. Well, who am I to be sharing this material? Well, I, like Bruno said, I've been in the salon industry for 20 years, and I started doing some coaching with people like Tony Robbins and Bob Proctor, and it really resonated with me. It really helped me. It really helped me in so many ways, not just my business, but also my personal life as well. If you're struggling with negative thoughts, anxiety, health, relationships. And that's the beauty about getting a mentor, getting somebody to guide you through the process. Because, looking back for me, and I can speak about my experience, all I wanted to do is earn $1 million. I wanted to earn $1 million, and I wanted to be successful financially because I knew there was more. I see people all around me achieving high level of success, and I'm like, well, I want some of that too, because if they can do it, so can I. And if I can do it, so can you. So anybody can achieve results. There's no limits. There's abundance all around us. It's not like there's a pie, and then if I get a piece of the pie, there is no more pie. No, there's pie for everybody. So everybody can have whatever it is that they want, but you have to claim it. You have to say, this is what I want, and do whatever it takes to go after it. Now, being in the salon industry for 20 years, having my own salon for 14 years, I got to say, since I became a coach with the Proctor Gallagher Institute, which is the coaching program that I will be presenting and sharing with you guys, if you decide to move forward and experience some of the growth that you want in your business, is something that you would go through. Now, since that happened, my salon has always made money only because I'm working behind the chair. Now, back in 2019, when I became a consultant, literally I started manifesting things. And within 2 months, my salon was profitable on its own. And you got to remember, it wasn't profitable on its own for, I want to say, like 11 years. So that for me is a huge accomplishment, and that was early 2020, right before the pandemic. Well, I had some adjustments with the pandemic, and some things were good. I like to look at everything as good. I don't know how you look at it, but sometimes we just have to change our perception. So it was good. And now, 2 years later, I've been able to attract 6 to 7 more stylists in my salon. So I went from having 5, 6 stylists to now having 12 to 13 stylists in my salon within a short period of time. And I really remember going back to to the back room in my salon and just saying to the stylist, hey, we got to start making some room back here because there's going to be more people coming. Little did I know, I mean, I was just speaking it into existence. And that's the power of our words, and that's the power of our thoughts. Now, within months, another stylist came. Within another 2 months, another stylist came, and then another came, and another came. Because what I was doing is I was just speaking it. You speak about what you want. And one thing I really want to focus on right now is to share with you guys, like, what are you speaking about every single day? Are you waking up and you're thinking of things that are not going your way? Or are you waking up and you're thinking about how you can accomplish what you want? Now, there's a beautiful thing that we were giving, every single one of us. Okay? Every single one of us has these six powerful tools, and we can all use them. We all have used them. And we actually use them we actually still use them every day, but the majority of us don't use them to the ability that we can to accomplish more of what we want. So we have the will, the reason, memory, intuition, perception, and imagination. Now, if you're waking up in the morning and you're imagining how your day can go bad, well, by law, what you're doing, because I study also the law of the universe, the law of God, but what you're doing is you're attracting more of the same to you. Okay. Now, you must have heard of this before or not, but your thoughts are becoming things. And if you guys haven't seen the movie The Secret, then I highly recommend that you go ahead and rent it. It's probably on Netflix or somewhere on YouTube. I think the last time I watched it was on YouTube, but you can watch it for free. It's called The Secret. I believe it was in the 80s, or I think in the 90s that it was made. But over 500 million people have watched it and have been influenced by it. Well, I can guarantee you, out of those 500 million people, not a lot of them have created the success that they want in their life, the success that they can actually accomplish, the success that they can actually have. And the reason why is, we can learn and we can study this material for a short period of time and it does nothing. It does zero, and it doesn't give us anything more. It might give us very little, like maybe 1% improvement or 10%. But why would we want 10% when we can have 100%? And that's the power of a mentor, of a coach who will help you achieve the results that you want in a short period of time. Now, let's go back and think exactly about our imagination. So, if we wake up and we're imagining what we don't want all day, well, we're given energy. So, whatever we give energy to, that's exactly what's going to grow. Now, really think of that. If I'm talking to my friends and my family and myself, which is the most important part, about my problems every single day, every hour of the day, then I'm only attracting more of the same, more problems. Now, this is the secret. The secret is you take what you're thinking about that doesn't serve you, it does not help you in any way because you're focusing on what you don't want. Now, you take this image of what it is that you want and you spend the rest of your day thinking about what you want. Some of the clients that I work with right now, I get them to imagine their goal being accomplished every 2 hours of the day. So every single day, every 2 hours, you set a timer and you think about your goal, and your goal is fulfilled. Now, if you do that, what you're doing is you're taking this beautiful, wonderful energy, your imagination, and everybody has the right and the ability to imagine whatever it is that they want. Do people do that? No. Why? Because we're conditioned to think of things that are negative. Our subconscious mind is conditioned to think of something negative. That's another secret as well that I didn't know. Now, think about it like this. Your subconscious mind, which is controlling 96 to 98% of your daily behaviors, action steps, and activities, which at the end of the day, your results. If it's controlling 96 to 98% and you're constantly thinking of something that's negative, so all you're doing now is you're flipping the coin. You're flipping the coin and thinking of only what you want. You're thinking about your goal, your dream, and you're taking this beautiful image and you're impressing it upon your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, the ability that its job is to basically recreate the image that you're thinking about on a regular basis, and to help you, to give you ideas through your intuition of how to accomplish it. Now, if you do that and you're thinking about what you want on a regular basis, what do you think is going to happen? Your results will manifest into your life, because we can think of a negative thought and let it go, and it has no energy. Okay. So I can think about my business not doing well one time or twice, but not give it energy. And then take this thought of the business not doing well and replace it with how I want the business to be. And then I'm going to focus on how I want this business to be, the clientele. Do I want to be working, 4 days a week? I want to work 3 days a week. I want to work 5 days a week. How many clients do I want in my chair? How many hairstylists do I want in my salon? What kind of energy do I want in my salon as well? And you focus on that. And by universal law, that has to move into form. There's no ifs or buts about it. Whatever we think on a regular basis has to move into form. So there's a picture that I believe his name is Dr. Fleet, back in the early 50s or 60s. He dealt with the healing of the human being, but he dealt with them in a more natural way, because he knew that everything that starts here manifested into the body. Now, this picture he drew is not necessarily the way it is, but it's such a genius of a image. And I want to share that with you right now. Bruno, I don't know if you're able to get it up on the screen. But basically what it is, it's an image of the conscious mind, as you see right there, which is the top part of your head. The bottom part is the subconscious, and the bottom part, the small part, is the body. So the body doesn't control the subconscious doesn't control the conscious. It's the conscious that's letting. Conscious mind is basically, if you think of your front door to your house, you open up the door, you see a good friend, you let them in, you welcome them in, because you want to spend time with them, and you want to find out about what they've done the last couple of weeks or couple of days, and have a glass of wine maybe, or a beer. Now, that's the ability of the conscious mind, is it can let into the subconscious mind whatever it wants. It's a choice. Now, the subconscious mind has no ability to reject, zero ability to reject. So, your conscious mind, let's say you have a thought of something not going your way, like, let's say, something that you don't want. Well, that's your gateway. You can open the front door to your house, and let's say it's an intruder or somebody who's soliciting or doing marketing. Well, you don't want to spend time talking to them, maybe. Then you close the door. Well, that's the same, most simplest way to understand conscious and subconscious, and what you allow into your subconscious is becoming your belief system. So again, we can remove it now, Bruno. Appreciate you. Thank you again, Bruno. You've been very much big help today. But if you think about it, it's a thought. Now you let it in if you like it, and if you don't like it, you let it out. So if you don't give it energy and you think about it on a regular basis, it has no power upon you, upon your subconscious mind. Now, if you want to be healthy, and I know I'm going a little bit off right now, but maybe I'll give you another example. I'll give you an example of your salon in your business. Let's say you want 10 stylists or 10 clients in your salon every single day, 3 days a week. Let's say you want to earn $1,000 a day, working only 3 days a week, and you're part-time retired. You're halfway retired. Now, your subconscious mind has no ability to reject that. If you think about that on a regular basis, it has to manifest into your business, into your life. Now, there's a word, and it's called praxis. So praxis means that you can consciously say you want to earn $1,000 per day, but your subconscious has all these limiting beliefs, and it will never happen. It is never, ever going to happen. So if I say I want $1,000 a day working 3 days a week, subconsciously I have to believe it with my essence 100% of the time that I will manifest that schedule. I will manifest that income. If I want to retire at age 45 or 55, then I have to think and impress upon my subconscious mind that I will manifest the ability to retire at age 55. And your subconscious has no ability to reject. So it will believe that that's your reality, and it's going to start giving you clues. So remember, if you go back to the higher faculties, and one of them is intuition, well, your intuition is always guiding you. Your intuition is always guiding you in the direction that you want to go. So if you're not living through the inside out by your intuition, you're not living the life that you truly desire, the life that you really want. If you're not doing what you love, you're not doing yourself a favor, and you're not doing the people around you a favor as well, because you're not giving it 100%. And if you're not giving it 100%, then you shouldn't do it. See, everything that we want to do, we want to give it 100%. And you cannot possibly give 100% if you don't love what you're doing and you're not going after something that you really, truly want and desire. Now, I want to share with you guys a little bit about the results that I'm getting in my salon right now. So right now, we have a marketing strategy, enough talking about the brain and how the conscious and subconscious mind works. Um, let's talk a little bit about the results. And the results are the name of the game, guys. All you have to do sometime is look at your current results, and that's telling you where your mind was at that particular time in your life. No matter what the results are, you can change them, but your results always tell you what kind of mindset you're in, what kind of mood that you're in. So positive, happy moods, positive, happy results. So we have this marketing strategy that when you guys are going to work with us, and I'm hoping that you guys will, because you're going to have so much changes in your life, like within a very short period of time. Bob and myself will always tell you, if you give me 6 months, I'll show you. You won't be able to recognize yourself in 6 months. That's how much of a change it will be. Now, we have this marketing strategy. You don't spend any time on Instagram. You don't spend any time on Facebook posting. There's some programs out there. I'm sure they work great, where they teach you how to post, engage, etc. I personally don't want to spend time doing that. And I believe uh, that I have found a better strategy. And this strategy is literally bringing in anywhere from 10 and plus clients every single week. So 10 plus clients every single week. Is there weeks where it's less? Absolutely. Is there weeks that it's actually more? Absolutely. I remember one week we had, I think it was last month or the month before, we had 40 new customers in one single week. That was the best month that I ever had at my salon. I think we brought in close to $10,000 of new customers in one single month. Now, can this strategy work for you guys? Where do you live? Absolutely. If somebody has an internet, then it can work for them. Can it work 100% of the time? Absolutely, it can. It can work 100% of the time, because what you're doing is you're putting yourself out there on a platform where people are looking for industries like ours. I don't want to post and post on like social media to people that don't necessarily need my service. Now, I do run Facebook ads, but I'm not posting on a regular basis. And I pay minimum amount of money. And that's one thing that I want to share with you guys too with the marketing strategy, is that you're going to pay so much less than what you're going to get back. Like what you pay, you literally would get it back in 2 days. Now, if this is something that sounds amazing to you guys, please in the chat put yes, sounds amazing. And if you really want this strategy, then you have to set up a time where myself or somebody on my team, where we can see if it's a good fit and get to know you a little bit more, find out what some of the goals that you have, and then we can go from there. Now, this can work for anybody. This can work for any business. But being that I have a background in the salon industry, I decided to have this niche and go after, salon owners, hairstylists to be able to help. Now, again, I remember earlier saying that, the first thing that I wanted was just to earn more income in my coaching, to get the coaching to earn more income, but I got so much more. And this is exactly what I'm going to share with you guys. Your relationships are going to get better. Your well-being is going to get better. Your health is going to get better. You're going to take care of yourself so much better. And just imagine that you don't necessarily eliminate, but you get rid of almost entirely the ability to have doubts, the ability to have fears, the ability to worry about things. And remember, you guys, next time that you doubt, worry, and have fear, just ask yourself, is this really serving me? If it's not serving you, then why you're giving it energy? Well, you're giving it energy because you don't know any better, because this is how society has programmed us. We have this thing called a paradigm. Bruno, are you able to put it on the screen for us, please? And the paradigm is basically a multitude of habits that's controlling our behavior. We'll wait a second until Bruno put it up on the screen.
I'm gonna put in a second, okay? Give me a few seconds. We're talking about the self-confidence.
No, the paradigm. That's
Okay,
okay if you don't have it, Bruno. I can just chat away.
awesome, man. Go
Yeah, don't
ahead.
worry about it. I got it. So basically, what a paradigm is a multitude of habits that's controlling our daily behavior. Okay? So the paradigm resides in the section of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind controls 96 to 98% of your daily behaviors. Only 2 to 4% is conscious. Now, if you want to change a result in your life, you cannot simply change a behavior. Behaviors will definitely go back to the way things work, because that's the control. The control is in the paradigm and in the subconscious mind. If you want to change your paradigm, then your results become permanent. And that's another reason why the coaching program that we are offering is not something that you do for a week or 2 weeks or a month or 2 months. It's something that you do for 6 months plus, because that's how long it takes to create permanent changes in our life. So I don't know if you guys ever worked out, but I'm a workout freak. I love working out. I love going to the gym. I've been doing it since I was 14, and I really enjoy it. That's my time. But if you go to the gym, or if you ever been to the gym, well, your physique, your body, your muscle is not going to show if you go once or twice a week. It's just simply not going to show. And if you don't do it consistently for 2 to 3 months, going 3 to 4 to 5 days a week, again, it's not going to show. And that's why with the coaching program, it's something that you have to do at least 3 to 4 days a week, because what you're doing is you're getting rid of old behavior patterns, behaviors that are no longer serving you. And we're putting in a new software. And not that there's anything bad with the old paradigm. The old paradigm is great. It got us to where we are today. But we cannot get new results until we change the software. It's like your computer. You simply cannot change the results the performance of the computer unless you do upgrades. And it's the same thing with our paradigm, with our body, with our mind. We cannot get better results unless we change our thinking. Now, you can borrow my thinking, you can borrow Bruno's thinking, you can borrow Bob Proctor's thinking. You can always borrow someone else's beliefs and their behaviors to attract the results that you want. You know, this is something very well known. If you want to get better results in your life, all you have to do is find somebody that's getting the results that you want and ask them how they did it. The majority of the people that are highly successful will always say yes. Okay. Now, that's the beauty about a paradigm. And once you shift it, once you make that permanent shift after studying for 6 months plus, then you'll never go backwards. And this is the way you want to look at it. If you have, a place that you need to go, and you've been going the same route. Let's say you want to go to a restaurant. You've been going the same way for the last 5 years. Well, all of a sudden you found a new way. You found an easier path, a path that actually takes you less time. You get rid of the old way. The old way does no longer serve you. The old way is not helping you anymore. It helped you to this point. Now you found a better way. And this is exactly what this material is. It's a step-by-step coaching program that's going to guide you every step of the way for literally 6 months, because again, it takes that long to make that permanent shift. It takes that long. It's as simple as that. So you got to do the work. Nothing is easy, and that's something that that you want to know, and I'm sure you know. If something is easy, it's probably results that you don't want anyway. And that's another thing that you see with a lot of people. Let's say they're losing weight, well, they gain it right back, right? Well, why they gain it right back? Well, because it's their self-image. Because we think in pictures. So I'm constantly thinking in pictures. Anytime I want something, I'm thinking of it. I'm closing my eyes, I'm imagining it. And then I follow through with certain action steps that I need to take to attract and achieve the results that I want. And I know that it's already done. Any goal that I go after, I know it's already done. It's guaranteed for me. There's enough for everybody. Everybody can have a piece of the pie. So if you want results, you have to be serious. And anybody that I usually work with, I need them to do exactly what I say and be 100% committed. Most people are not committed. If you're 98% committed, that's not commitment. It has to be 100% commitment and plus, because you cannot let certain things that are going on around you, like the results that you're getting, dictate the future. And that's what happens with a lot of people. That's what happens with it. Happened with me. It happens with everybody. And I continue to educate myself because I want to continue to grow and I want to make it more easier. As much as life is easy for me right now and the results that I'm getting, but I want to continue because I I know if I continue to study, it's going to continue to get easier and better as well. So I hope that everybody here is open to learning a better way to attract more clients in an effortless kind of way into their business and to really have the life that they truly desire and want. I remember, a couple years ago, I really wanted this red Porsche. And I'm telling you guys a story because, uh, you know, I just knew that I wanted it, but I didn't have the money to get it. And what I did was I put myself, like I put it on my phone. I imagined having it. I imagined driving it. I even went to the Porsche racetrack just so I can rent it out for a day, just so I can live the experience. And, a few months after that, I was able to order my Porsche. I manifested more money. I manifested more stylists. I was able to afford it. So I attracted it into my life because I was on that vibration. I was on that vibration of what I want. And that's something that we all have. Like we can all get on the frequency and the vibration of what we want, but we can't go down here. Like this is the vibration that we need to stay on to attract what we want into our life. And if we're constantly going down and up and down and up, well, you're not staying on that frequency and the vibration long enough for you to attract it. Now, you can always go down but you have to develop the ability to create that momentum to keep it up here all the time. Thanks, Bruno, for the picture. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I had it wrapped since then too, so it looks even more vibrant, I guess. But yeah, so whatever you're in harmony with, you can have. My goal is for people in general. As much as I love to help other fellow hairstylists, my goal is to help people in general as long as they need the help. But here's the thing. If you are focusing or you have a goal in mind, and then your goal is not achieved by a certain amount of time, well, that's just because it's just not the time yet. It doesn't mean that you're not going to achieve it. Failing is just like when you quit. We're all going to fail. We fail our way to success. We fail and we get back up. We fail again, we get back up. We fail and we get back up. You know how many times I wanted to just say, bye to my salon? Probably, you know, 6, 7 times, maybe less. I don't know. But, there's always that thought of just giving up or letting the results dictate our future. And that's something that we all have control of. It's a decision, it's a choice. And this is what the majority don't understand. And if you look at the majority and the statistics of everybody, so 5% is earning as much as the 95%. Well, why is that? Because we're conditioned to look around us, look at our neighbors, look at our friends, look at our families, and look at their results. Look at our results that we don't want. But what we do is we focus on them, and by law, because we're working with universal laws, we're getting more of the same. So we have the five senses: smell, touch, taste, hear, and see. So anytime we're using the five senses for more than like seconds, like we're supposed to acknowledge what is going on in the outside world, because that's just part of who we are. God gave us those abilities, and that's good. We want to acknowledge what's going on, otherwise we can't move forward. But that's all we need to do. Just acknowledge where we are and just say, this isn't the results that I want. And if this isn't the results what I want, what is it that I really want? And then you go back and you think and you imagine this result that you want. You get on that frequency, you get on that vibration, you believe it with your 100% that it's going to happen in your life. And then it has to happen. There's no other ways about it. There's no other ways. It has to manifest into your life. Anybody can achieve the results that they want, whether it's their business, their personal health, their relationship. Now, I want to touch a little bit about the self-image. When somebody is looking at their results and they're seeing results that they're not happy with, then that's registering onto your subconscious mind. That's the image that you're seeing. You're looking at the results that you don't want. Now, if you paint a picture and you start looking at the results that you do want, results that you truly are happy with, well, those are the results that you're going to attract. So if somebody wants to lose weight, let's say they want to release some weight, well, they have an image of them, let's say, being overweight. Well, if they want to release it, they have to get rid of the image. They don't have to get rid of the weight. They just have to get rid of the image. Start seeing themselves mentally as the person who is thinner, bulkier, more muscle, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We just have to look and imagine the life that we want, whether it's the health, the relationship, anything that you want. I'm sure everybody here has issues with their relationships every now and then. Well, if you have issues in your relationship, well, are you concentrating on the issues or are you concentrating on the solution? If you're concentrating on the issues, I guarantee you that issue is going to keep repeating itself. And the same thing with our business, the same thing with our relationship, the same thing with our health, the same thing with our goals. So if I constantly want a better relationship, then I have to see the relationship that I want in the future, how I want to see it. If I want a better car, a better home, then I have to imagine that home. And then I have to listen to my intuition. And then I have to follow through. And the same thing with our business, with our salon business. If you're earning $50,000, $60,000 right now, or even less, don't give that any energy. Don't give that any energy. Just focus only on the results that you want. If you're making 50K right now, that's great. It got you to where you are today. That's perfect. But then you have to create a new image of this person who's earning six figures. Do you want to make 120? Do you want to double your income? You definitely can. I can definitely show you how. It's super easy. Here's the beauty of it. There's only one problem in the whole universe, and that problem is awareness. So if I don't know how to achieve the results that I want, all I have to do is find out, become aware of how I can accomplish it. So if I can accomplish something bigger, I can accomplish something even bigger than that. And if I can accomplish that, I can accomplish something even bigger than that. And that's the way I'm doing it. I'm always going after something bigger and better, not necessarily because I want material things, but I want to create a financial situation for myself where I have more time off, where I enjoy my time off even more. I want to have the ability to retire at a younger age, not necessarily retire, the ability to have that choice. And choices is a good thing. We should all have choices. If you go to a restaurant, like over here we have In-N-Out, as much as of a great concept it is, but you get one choice, you get one option. It's a hamburger or cheeseburger. That's all you're getting. They're busy, the business is great, but that's not my kind of business. I don't really enjoy going there because I don't have much options. I want options in my life. I like to have a little bit of uncertainty. Okay. Now, super happy again. This has been great. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Towards the end, Bruno, we're going to do some questions and answers, right? Is that the key?
Yes, my friend. So we're going to have a 10 minutes break so you guys can go to the bathroom, drink some water, and then we have a big surprise for you when you come back, which is the participation of the top one Brazilian hairstylist nowadays, who is Robinson Souza. He's gonna be with us here. He's a great
That's
guy
awesome.
too. And yeah, and we are so excited to have him here with us. Okay, so for our program now, we're gonna have this 10 minutes break. Okay, and as soon as we come back, I'm gonna introduce him and let him give you some more, powerful lessons as my friend Said just gave you. And then Said has a huge thing to tell you after he speaks. And then we're going to start a session, a answer and question and answer session, which you guys can ask anything you want. You have like free coaching for about 20 to 30 minutes. And Said is ready to answer you. Okay. So now we're going to go to the break and we'll be here. We'll come back in 10 minutes. Okay, Said?
Awesome, Bruno. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
I'm going to put a countdown here. Okay. Awesome. See you then. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Just waiting my friend, which is across the ocean. He's in Brazil now. He's very busy and he's doing actually a big campaign. He's launching his course and he took some time from his schedule to be here with us. And I'm so excited. And he's almost here with us. Give him a couple of seconds and he's joined the live. But Said, so yeah, so I'm so excited for these upcoming days, which is very important. Okay, after Robinson to speak with you guys, Said we will explain. I know a couple of you already asked when Said mentioned about the mentorship program, which Said has. Okay, the Salon 10X, and he will give more detail and how to you can sign up for a discovery call. Okay, so don't worry about it. And
Yeah, we'll be able to put the link in later on, right, Bruno?
yeah, absolutely. He's almost here. Okay.
Good.
And we also had some questions that I'm gonna read it in the end. Okay. Don't worry, those who are asking us something, we're gonna be reading all the questions later on. Okay, we have live questions and also we have questions that we posted a box of question in our Instagram and we had a couple of questions. Said will answer those questions here as well. So don't worry about that. Okay.
Absolutely. That's going to be the fun part.
Yeah, man. So here with us we have Robinson. I'm gonna introduce him before I show him up. Robinson, he's a hairstylist in Brazil, and for me, he's the top one. I always say he's the best one in Brazil. Okay, he's been in the in the beauty industry over 10 years. He's gonna tell you all about him, and I'm so excited to receive him here. Estou muito animado para receber Robson aqui. I'm gonna be translate for him because he doesn't speak much English, but I'll be here to help him. Eu vou estar traduzindo para ele, tá? O do português para inglês. E bem-vindo ao palco. Welcome to the stage, Robson Souza.
E aí, tudo bem com vocês?
Yeah, tudo bem, meu amigo. Seja bem-vindo aqui. Se tu quiser virar a tua câmera assim, que daí fica uma visão ótima. Perfeito. Awesome.
Perfeito. Tudo bem com
Robson,
vocês?
tudo bem, Robson? Aqui, Robson, a gente tem donos de salões. A maioria está na Califórnia, mas tem em outros lugares dos Estados Unidos também. E estava falando para ele que, para mim, você é o top 1 no Brasil. O cara que está aí fazendo muito sucesso, porque descobriu, né, o segredo da prosperidade, que é possível, sim, todo mundo pode prosperar, e tem um segredo do mindset de sucesso do salão. Eu vou estar falando um pouquinho em português e eu vou traduzir para ele, tá bom?
Beleza, então.
So, I was explaining him that I was introducing him as the best hairstylist, which is true, it's not a liar, which is true, he's the best one, my favorite one. I have many friends who are hairstylists in Brazil as well, but Robinson, he's my favorite one. Okay, Robinson, yeah, você pode agora falar um pouquinho sobre o que você faz, como é que é aí, aquele segredo lá que você estava falando pra gente.
Beleza, então. Hoje eu acho que ser cabeleireiro e ser dono de salão é muito desafiador, né? Eu estou aqui hoje do Brasil, podendo compartilhar um pouco da minha experiência com vários cabeleireiros aí dos Estados Unidos, de outros estados aí também. Mas uma coisa que eu falo, mexer com cabelo e salão, em qualquer lugar do mundo, cabelo sempre vai ser cabelo.
Okay, he's explained that even though it's challenging to work with hair, he's in Brazil now and he's speaking for lots of people around the globe. But he said that to work with hair, it's the same thing in all over the world. I mean, in Brazil, here in the United States. So that's it. Pode falar.
Sim. E eu acho que o maior desafio hoje não é só fazer cabelo. Fazer cabelo é a zona de conforto. E creio que precisamos se esforçar cada vez mais para fazer cabelos mais bonitos. E querer que nossa equipe trabalhe e faça o melhor para cada cliente.
Mhm. He said the big challenge is to understand that it's not only to work with the hair, but also to do the best we can so we can have a like different uh, differentiate our work from the other in the market, because it's not only to do the easy one but to do the best one, you know, and to make the other in our team to understand this so we can provide the best service ever.
O que eu acho mais desafiador hoje na profissão é você ser um artista, fazer cabelo, e quando você é o artista e ainda é dono do salão, você, pelos problemas, boletos, equipe e essas coisas burocráticas, acabam tirando a sua criatividade.
Mhm. He's saying that the one of the most challenging thing that he's seen doing among salon owners is that to be creative, to be an artist, it's hard task. However, being an artist, doing a good job by doing the hairs, but also managing a hair salon at the same time, it can be challenging because when you do this both at the same time, you kind of lose the creativity. So you need to be careful with it.
Foi quando eu, de verdade, tinha um salão de 380, tinha um salão pequeno, depois abri um salão maior, achando que esse salão maior ia me dar muito mais lucro, ia ganhar muito mais dinheiro, e realmente aconteceria isso se eu soubesse lidar com a parte de imposto, a parte jurídica, contratação, motivar a equipe, fazer as coisas acontecerem, né? E aí teve uma hora que eu acabava me frustrando muito, porque eu perdi isso. Quanto maior foi o salão, mais eu perdi a mão. E entendi que eu precisava de um coach, de pessoas, de mentores, nas áreas que eu não entendia, que eu não dominava.
Mm-hmm. He's mentioned about a situation where he has a small salon and he decided to open a like large salon in the south of Brazil, and but he didn't understand much about taxes, about having a group, a big team. So it's not only to grow but to grow in the right way. And the thing that helped him most, it was when he understood that in some areas it was impossible for him to be pro in every area. So that's why he needed a he called mentor or a coach, which is somebody who helps you in that area, right?
Sim. Mm-hmm. E foi quando eu me vi devendo mais de 600 mil reais. O meu salão, que era para ser um sonho, se tornou um pesadelo, onde tive muitos problemas com equipe, com funcionário, com contratação, não conseguia desenvolver o crescimento da minha empresa. Foi quando eu fui atrás de mentores, e aí sim eles me direcionavam na parte financeira, de investimento, de contratação, como funcionava o business em si. Foi quando eu remodelei todo o meu negócio e 3 meses depois, com a ajuda que eu precisava, meu salão já tinha pago 600 mil reais de conta, tinha tratado o meu emocional, porque muitas coisas que eu não tinha controle emocional de lidar com as pessoas, ou com o dinheiro, ou com as frustrações que vinham acontecendo. Quando eu aprendi isso, eu alcancei a prosperidade de verdade.
Oh yeah, he's mentioned about his biggest frustration in the market, where he was owning around 600K in Brazilian currency, which is around, let's say, 100 to 200K in debt. And because he didn't know how to deal with, big group taxes and lots of stuff that you guys already know, that it's hard when you are growing. Sometimes you're struggling with a lot because you don't know, what you're doing now because it's small for those who has a small salon. But when it grows, you have new challenges. And he was able to recover from that big debt after 3 months, when he understood the importance of a mentor in his life, and he started follow mentors' advices, and that's how he started to make more and more and more money, and today he has one of the biggest salon in south of Brazil.
Creio que o desafio de aprender cabelo, fazer cabelo mesmo, colorimetria, mechas, é um desafio que todos nós temos que passar todos os dias e aprender. E vejo que eu sempre tive essa busca por essa parte do cabelo e acabei deixando a outra parte, que também é muito importante. E hoje ainda eu vejo uma grande dificuldade nos cabeleireiros em pedir ajuda. Eu vejo que por um tempo eu fui arrogante, achando que ia conseguir tudo sozinho. E foi o maior erro meu, que ninguém consegue crescer sozinho. A gente precisa de ajuda.
Yeah, he considered his big mistake is that he at a certain point he thought that he could do everything by himself, and it's one of the mistake of most salon owners. They don't understand that sometimes a help from someone outside of your salon can be very helpful, which he can see the whole game, not only, I mean, when you are inside you cannot see everything outside, and you can see you can have, it's easier to follow advices from someone who can see your salon, your business from outside. That's how he started to to grow his salon and to finally get success in this industry.
Estão me ligando.
Okay, so someone is calling him, that's why it's there a little bit. He's using his phone for the call. No worries, tem problema não, de boa.
Hoje, no meio do lançamento, tá uma doideira, Pia. Eu peguei até o celular forte.
Tá ligado? Fala mais umas 3 coisas aí, a gente desenrola aqui.
Beleza. Acho que o que eles mais querem ouvir é isso aí hoje, né? Precisa essa parte de desenvolvimento e tudo mais, né?
Isso.
Se eu quiser deixar uma frase aqui, então, pra gente finalizar, nós precisamos de ajuda, nós precisamos olhar com verdade, humildade e sinceridade e amor para nossa própria carreira e a escolha que nós fizemos. Que nós não vendemos só cabelo, nós cuidamos de vidas, nós vendemos sentimento e que nós somente, sozinho, pela força do nosso braço, a gente não consegue. E por isso, Deus envia pessoas para dar um acordar na gente e dar a direção do mapa. Quando você tem um mentor, você tem um mapa, você não pega atalho. Porque se atalho fosse bom, se chamava caminho.
Awesome. Yeah, to sum up his participation and his final words here with us today, he's saying that a phrase that he would suggest for each of us guys is be humble and understand that a way to love your business is to treating your business well and getting a help from a mentor or from a friend or someone that can help you. It's the best way to show your business that you love it, and as soon as you start grow your business, you will be able to help others, and then you can kind of give back to the universe what you need, what you can, and then you receive and you give, you receive and you give. That's the circle of the prosperity. Yeah. Thank you very much. Said, do you have any question for Rob? Só tô perguntando se o Said tem alguma pergunta para ti aqui.
No, not at all. Actually, I just want to tell him thank you for being here and making that acknowledgement that, if somebody is in a situation where they're overwhelmed or they're in debt or their situation is not the best, not to give up. With him being so much in debt and he was able to turn his life around, I think it's a beautiful thing to a strong mind. And then also how important it is to have a mentor. So yeah, just want to say thank you for him to be here.
Ele tá falando que é isso mesmo, qualquer um que estiver passando por um problema financeiro grande, como você explicou aí, é possível virar o jogo assim como você fez, e ele agradeceu por você ter explicado sobre a importância de ter um mentor.
Tamo junto. Muito obrigado pela participação, sucesso, e eu creio de um grande crescimento na nossa área da beleza, porque estão se levantando pessoas que estão entendendo que o mercado precisa de ajuda e está se especializando nisso, e quero te dar os parabéns pelo que você está fazendo, está transformando vidas de pessoas, ajudando o mercado financeiro, ajudando o mercado de trabalho a crescer através do que vocês começaram esse projeto, e quero que Deus abençoe cada vez mais o projeto de vocês, venha vir muitas bênçãos, muita criatividade, e venha trazer mais pessoas para vocês ajudarem.
Thank you. He's saying that he expecting that the market will grow a lot, and because people like us, who are like spreading this message and trying to help others, and that's why the market is able to grow. And he's saying that God bless us because we are trying to do our best here in this project, and we have the intention of spread this message and help as much as possible the salon owners so they can finally succeed and have the life they are meant to have. Thank you very much, Robinson. It was a pleasure to have you here. Muito obrigado, meu amigo. Tamo junto. Pode desligar aí. Valeu.
Fechou.
Yeah, awesome. Oh my goodness, I love this guy.
Yeah, man, what a great story. I think a lot of people, when they're slightly in debt, they get very discouraged and they quit. And he stayed focused on his end goal, his end result. And I think that's part of my message and what I'm trying to let people know, how important it is to be so in love with what it is that we're going after. By far, Bruno, we have one of the best industries, ever. We really do. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. They can literally have the ability to work for the rest of their lives, because this is something where you can work, let's say you're working 5 days, well, you can work 4. As you get older and you want to work 3, you can. You want to work 2, you can. You want to work 1 day a week, you can. So there's not many jobs that are out there that you can actually have that flexibility. So, and we're recession proof as well. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, we really are recession proof. I think women and men would love to, get their hair done before they go out to eat. And also, if somebody has lost their business, and this is something that I experienced back in 2008, when I was having clients that were losing their jobs, well, guess what? They needed it to look good to go apply for another position. So they had to come in and get their hair done as well. So yeah, we're definitely recession proof. And, there's no limit to the amount of money and success that we can actually have. And, part of my whole focus, Bruno, is just to get hairstylists to expand their thinking a little bit. And, dream a little bit bigger, go after something a little bit more than what we're going after right now. And, and I hold myself accountable as well. I try not to just talk about it. I try to also do it myself and, just keep on the path of growth. So, that's the best feeling too, as well. As growing is one of the most beautiful feelings, and that's what keeps us feeling alive. And, other than giving as well. So giving is another beautiful thing too. But Bruno, what do you think? Should we take it to questions and answers right now?
Yeah, but before the question and answer, what about to explain the program that we have and tell them how they can join and sign up for the discovery call? Or you want to do it later?
No, we can definitely chat a little bit about the program. It's basically something that you will have access to right away. It's something that's going to be done on your end consistently. Like I was saying earlier, 3 to 4 days a week. Personally, myself, when I started the coaching, I did it every day. And I did it excessively because I really wasn't in a place where, I didn't want to just like take massive action so I can change the results in my life. I really wanted it. So, something that you want to do every day, 3 to 4 days a week at a minimum, and you do it for literally 6 months. Now, once the coaching is done, Bruno, then the coaching program itself is yours. It's yours to keep reviewing, because once you finish and reach your goal, or once you accomplish your goal, then, you know, as human beings, we are goal achieving species. So once we have a target in mind, we want to go after another target. So you can go over the program again on your own. Now, with the coaching, you know, there's going to be three different levels. And part of my mentorship is, you know, it's a entry level where you get 3 months of coaching, but you get the whole coaching program where you're doing it on your own. And then you get me to facilitate it for you, make sure you understand it, and give you that live support every other week for 1 hour. Now that's the entry level. Then we have another one for 6 months, and that's slightly higher. And that one you get me for 6 months while I'm walking you through every other week for 6 months, and then just give you a little bit more support. Because, you know, one thing, Bruno, I realize is, you know, as people, when we hear something, we don't really understand it the first time. It's like we take away some of the layers the first time we hear it, and then we comprehend it and we understand it better. That's why the repetition is key. And again, that's how we reprogram the subconscious mind, is with repetition. Now, the last one, the gold package or the platinum package, that one is a 12 months course where you get me for 12 months supporting you every step of the way. So that's how it works. And again, either one of those packages, Bruno, you're getting the coaching program itself, but you're getting me either 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And let's say you get the 3 months package or the 6 months package, but then you decide you want to go for 12 months. Well, that's fine too. Or let's say you got the 12 months and then you want to go even further. Well, there's other options for that as well. Because, you know, there's so much information, there's so much material. And the key to continue with growth, to continue, you know, our lives is to continue to learn, continue to educate ourselves. And one way we do that is through study and understanding. And that's really the only way to do it. You know, we just have to find out how it's done and why do we act the way we act, and why some people are a little bit more successful than others. It's not a secret. You know, one thing Bob always says, Bruno, is that successful people do things a certain way. You know, it's not like you wake up and, you know, you have your coffee. Well, we all have our coffee, but successful people take different sets of actions. You know, are you writing out your goal every day? Are you imagining your goal already accomplished every day? Do you have 3 to 6 steps of activities that you are taking every single day for the attainment of the goal? And are you also giving up, or you're spending more time on fulfilling your needs right now instead of thinking of what you want in 6 months or a year from now? You know, and if you're doing that, it's a losing game. You know, I'm a big fan, Bruno, of having fun. I'm really a big fan of balance, but we have to do the things that unsuccessful people don't like to do. You know, and that's the difference between a successful person and unsuccessful person. Obviously, there's a lot more to that as well, but that's one of the key things. So yeah, let's take it to questions and answers. This is very exciting, this part for me, Bruno, because we're able to dial it in exactly on what, you know, the other person wants.
Yeah, of course. So I kind of simplified the questions so we can understand it better.
Uh-huh.
Let me show you the first one: how to charge more. That's a big thing, you know. If you want to charge more, and it has a paradigm that they won't pay you more, you know. How to change this paradigm? How to charge more?
Well, that's somewhat of an easy one. Um, you simply charge more. You know, you kind of, you know, one thing I learned years ago is once you get to, let's say, 90 clients, then you actually raise your prices. Now, what's going to happen is, Bruno, some clients will leave only if they don't see the value in it. But what happens is some clients, most of them will stay. Like something about hairstylists, like we are so much to our clients. They come to us not just for their hair, they come to us for other things as well. They want to connect. They have this human connection with us. And there's a bond between a hairstylist and a client. So, don't be afraid to charge more. That's the number one thing. Number two, if you are afraid to raise prices, it's your paradigm, not theirs. I'll give you an example. I have clients that come to me and they're like, "Oh, I just went bought a new car." Other clients are like, "I just went spent 5,000 on a vacation." Other clients, talk about their home remodel. Well, in that situation, you think they're going to be afraid to spend an extra 10% or 5%, whatever it is that you're raising your prices? I don't think so. And so again, the reality is, and that's why I wanted to share this information with you. If you're getting 10 new clients every single week, well, do you care if one or two people leave? Why would you? You're getting 10 times more or 5 times more. So that's why it's super important, to know where you are financially in your business. Can you afford to lose a few clients if you're not getting those new leads? Uh, and again, it's your paradigm about money. Your mindset is controlling all the results in your life. So if you want better results, just get on the frequency of what it is that you want, and just know that you have the issue with money. And there's a really good book, Bruno. It's called Money is God in Action. And basically what it says is, there's money all around us. We just have to ask for it and, set up certain strategies on how to get more customers. But yeah, don't be afraid. Ask for more, and you'll be surprised. They'll actually appreciate you more. They respect you more, and they honor your work even more. I truly, truly believe that. And I see it in my salon all the time.
Awesome. Yes, as you mentioned it before, um, it's more about what you think. Sometimes you that are asking this, you think that it's too much. For example, if we're charging $100, and if you don't feel comfortable charging 150, that's because you think that it's too much. And if you don't change this paradigm, unfortunately, that's pretty much what you have inside of you. And as Said mentioned, you need to change it. Okay. And here we have another question, Said. I don't have much confidence in the people I hire. How to change it? How to have more confidence in those people that are working with me?
You know, here's my take on confidence. I was talking to one of my assistants this last Saturday about confidence, and all I said was, there's got to be an area in your life where you're confident. And what you want to do is you want to take that area, imagine yourself in that area of your life where you're confident in, and bring it into your business, bring it into you behind the chair. Now, if we have confidence, what's going to happen is, because the way we feel, our energy is going to get passed on to the people. So if you are trying to hire somebody that you don't think they have the ability to do the work, or to build a clientele, personally, what I always look for is their level of commitment. Because I can train somebody, I can offer them a lot of assistance, but if they're not really committed, then there's nothing that you can do for them. Now, so like I said, if somebody's really committed, they're going to do whatever it takes. And us as the owners, let's say, we'll help them as much as we can. We'll give them all it takes as well. But again, they're going to have to want it, because anybody can learn anything that they want. So if you don't have much confidence in the people you're hiring, I would say give it zero energy. You have to give it zero energy because you're giving it too much energy right now and you're focusing on what you don't want. Now, the opposite side of the coin is I hire people. I'm so happy and grateful now that I hire people that are very confident because you have to know one thing is the people in our lives, they're coming into our lives by way of attraction. Like we don't get things. We don't get things. We attract things into our life. So you're putting it out to the universe that the people that you're hiring are not confident. Now replace it with I am so happy and grateful. The people, every single person that I hire is confident. And if they're not confident, like I said earlier, ask them how committed they are, find out how committed they are. And if you don't vibe with them, if you don't resonate with them, then they're not for you. But if they are committed, then confidence is something that they can actually develop as well.
Awesome. And the final question, we almost ran out of time. The final question that I have here, it's a good one. I think you'll like it because it's a question that most of the people resonate with. I feel like I have some scarcity paradigm that money never left at the end of the month in my salon. How to improve this? I see money, I make money, but at the end of the month, where's the money? I can't see it. How to
Yeah.
change this paradigm? How to improve this?
Yeah, that's also another situation that's not helpful. Obviously, because one thing about money, if we feel like we're not earning enough or we have a hard time with paying our bills, we simply cannot be in a creative state of mind. And as individuals, as human beings, we have to be in a place of total peace and ease so we can be creative. And if we're worrying about money, then it's not a good place to be. It's not a good thing to have. Um, I the question is, I feel like having some scarcity paradigm that money is never left at the end of the month in my salon. Well, you want to look at your bills. Are you overspending or are you overspending maybe at your personal life, not just your salon? But that's a very easy thing, right? It's a very easy thing to change. So I mean, you want to ask yourself, are you at a capacity? Are you taking clients all day long where you're just super busy and you have no time to take more clients? If that's the case, then you have to raise your prices. Now, if you're at a place where you're not super busy all the time and you're not taking all the hours of the day filled with clients, then there's an answer for that, and the answer is to get more customers in your behind in the chair, to get more customers in your business, and that's one way to get rid of that money issue. Um, that's one thing. Can you put the question back on, Bruno? Because there was another question at the end of the question.
How to improve this situation?
Yeah, just earn more money. What I would personally say is just I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning a lot of money. Well, not a lot. Be very specific with the amount of money that you want. Just feel that abundance that you are already achieving the result that you want. If you're earning 5K and you want to get to 10K, just imagine yourself already doing it. And then follow your intuition of the steps that you have to take to accomplish this goal, and put yourself at ease. Like being stressed and worrying is not a good place to be. It really isn't. And if you're not doing marketing right now to attract, um, if you're not doing marketing right now to like attract more clients to you, then that's what you have to do. There's a lot of strategies that we can use for getting more clients into our chair. There's a lot. So just pick one that works really best and test a few ones out and then go from there. I know the strategy that I have for my business, it's a paid strategy, but it works beautifully. And I don't mind paying for it because it's bringing me in, you know, 20 times more every month, so it doesn't matter. And that's how I feel with any marketing, even from like the first back in '08. If my marketing strategy was not working from the first month, maybe 2 months, then I move on to the next. So yeah, you got to test your market. But again, get on the phone with me, set up a time. My strategies are definitely working. They've been working for many, many months. And, I've turned off my marketing strategies in the past because I was not able to take on the clients. But now I have many stylists in my salon and some that are looking to build because they're fairly new. So I have it going right now. So
Yeah,
yeah, don't let that bother you. Just know there is a solution.
yeah, yeah. Said, we have another question. Are you able to answer one more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course. Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you see it on the screen, or I can read it for you? I am home-based business, but trying to network with a local salon who does don't offer the service I provide. What is your recommendation for outsourcing my service? Should I rent a chair or work off commission where they book clients in need of my service and I give a percentage of commission? Did you understand?
Well, yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's totally your choice. Can you be very successful at your home doing the business? Absolutely. I'm not personally a big fan of networking, to be honest with you. I don't want to depend on anybody for my results. I want results and I want them now. So I would invest in marketing. I would invest in a marketing strategy that's working, and then go from there. Now, if you do want to go into a salon where you're paying commission, obviously that's a good way to do it. But you want to also find out how many other stylists there that are on commission. How many clients are you going to be able to get per week so you can build that clientele? Renting a chair, sure, you can also rent a chair. I don't know what your financial situation is. I personally don't like to give up the majority of my commission. So I do, if I was to do it, I would prefer to rent. But again, I don't know your financial situation, how long you can go with that with this route. But yeah, I wouldn't depend on anybody. Don't, you'll be disappointed if you try to network and depend on people. It might work, but I don't personally like that route. I like to set up a marketing strategy where I know there's it's facts that I'm getting 10 new leads every single week. Because what happens is, sometimes we have to put ourselves on the hook. I mean, when I opened up my salon, I put myself on the hook. I had $100,000 invested in the salon, and I had rent that I had to pay every single month with all the utilities. Well, I had no choice but to perform. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to. It's like do or die, and you just have to go all in and know that it will work. And provide the best service. Obviously, we can do all the marketing that we want. We can have 10 clients every single week, but if we're not doing the right kind of work that's going to make the client happy, they'll never be back, and you'll have like a mediocre clientele, an average clientele. And you don't want to be average. You want, you can earn a lot more. You can have more freedom. One thing I do want to add, I know it's not in the question, but really decide that you're not going to work more than 4 days a week. I see stylists, I talk to barbers and stylists all the time, how they're working 6, 7 days a week. And I'm just, that's not healthy, first of all. There's no balance in life that way. I don't care how much we love it. We need some time to spend time with our family, with our loved ones, or within ourselves, whether you want to take trips, etc. So I would highly recommend to anybody that's here today, stick to a schedule of 4 days a week, and don't have any limiting beliefs that you're going to lose clients, because you won't. And if you do, you'll replace them by other customers. And then don't have the limiting belief that you will earn less, because again, you won't. they'll see you more valuable because now you're only available certain days of the week. And yeah, I mean, just think of it like this: all of the beliefs are our own beliefs. They're not necessarily the beliefs of the people around us. So don't limit them. Just paint a picture of what it is that you want, and make that picture crystal clear. Like sit with yourself and go on a shopping spree. That's what my mentor told me to do. Just sit with yourself, write out exactly what it is that you want in your life. And you don't have it now, that's okay. You will get it as long as you move forward towards it. And then just go after it. It's a shopping spree, like your window shopping. Just imagine all the things that you want: the home, the house, the car, the friendship, the health, all of it. And if you really believe it, and if you do decide to follow through and become one of Salon 10X clients and learn this material, you're guaranteed to win. There's no, it's not like we're playing the if game. There's no if game. Results are guaranteed if you do things in a certain way. And that's the whole message that I have for hairstylists and people in general. Like, when we go after what we want, there's no ifs about it. It's 100% we can have what we want. It's that simple. But, our mind doesn't really believe that. And that's why the repetition, the reading, the studying, the understanding, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to have everything that you want and dreamed of. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, So dream and dream bigger. Do we have any more questions, Bruno?
No, so far so good. We don't have any. And I would like to show how can people can say, because they asked me on Facebook or the other day how they can sign up for the discovery call, and if to see if it's a good fit for them, the coaching program, the Salon
Sure.
Connect program. Okay, so now I'm gonna show up in the screen, and so if you guys want to join us, you can sign up over here. Okay, you can text Said. Okay, it's his personally is going to help you. It's his real phone number. Text him. He's gonna be answering you and helping you in all the steps, and also you can uh, read this QR code or simply access salontenex.com/I can do it. Okay. And I'm going to leave this after we finish here as well. And yeah, we'll be more than happy to help you with this whole transformation. We are very happy to help you with you growing your business, you growing yourself, which is the most important thing. And yeah, that's it.
Bruno, if they save the QR code, can they take like a screen photo of it and use it later on as well?
Yes, they can use it later on. Also, as soon as finish, I will leave it in the screen with your music, and then they can save it. They will have more time to do it.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye.
here's a couple questions I want to, before we say goodbye, just want people to really think about. And one of them is, how frequently would you take a vacation if money was not a determining factor? That's question number one. Question two, how much has your income increased year by year over the past 5 years? How much has your income changed every year in the last 5 years? Question number three, what improvements would you like to see take place in your life over the next 2 years? It's question number four, describe a reoccurring concern or problem that you would like to eliminate. Okay, what's something that keeps happening over and over again that you no longer want?
Mm-hmm.
Number six, how would you spend your day every day if you could truly do what you love to do? All right. And then number seven, what kind of contribution would you dream to making for the society, for people around us, for our neighbors, our community? What kind of contribution would you do? And then the last question would be, if we can help you and show you how to accomplish one or more of those objectives, those questions, would you be willing to work with us and dedicate a specific amount of time every single day so you can accomplish this goal? And yeah, so this is it. You know, if any of those questions resonate with you, um, or if anything I've said really resonate with you, if you're on, you know, if you're sure but not really sure about this coaching, you know, just sign up for a quick call just to see a little bit more. We can find out your current situation a little bit more, understand your needs a little bit more. And you know, because sometimes, you know, an opportunity comes once in a lifetime, and you know, if we don't move on it, we regret it. And you know, one thing that I always tell people is, do you really want to see yourself in the same place 6 months from now or 6 years from now? And if the answer is no, then we have to do things differently. And it all starts with the way we think. And that's one of the great secrets of life, is the way we think. And that's what we attract into our world. So again, Bruno, I'm so happy, man, to do this with you today. Super grateful for all your help. You know, you've been working on this for quite some time, and hopefully, a lot of people got what they came here for. And let's do it again.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much for each one of you who was able to join our masterclass, and we have more masterclass to come. And the final thing that I would like to mention, that we prepared a go-kart for you guys, which we will post on our Facebook group. Okay, if you didn't sign up for the Facebook group, we'll be posting on our Instagram the last time, so you can join there. Okay, and the goal card where you can print, you can write down your goals, and kind of look for it, and have the same thing that this little cat is doing here. Not that little, but okay, your goal card to help you with this process that you're gonna go through will be very helpful. It helps me a lot. I have my goal card all the time with me. Okay. And yeah, it's free. It's a PDF file. You can do it there. Okay. Thank you very much, Saeed. Thank you very much, Robinson, and all those who could attend our masterclass today. Bye.
Thank you, everybody, and have a blessed day. Thank you, Bruno.